Chosen one, hear me clearly. Heaven is no longer silent. I have been sent to you because God himself has seen the shadows moving around your life, and the time of concealment is over. This message is not a coincidence. It is not a random word falling into your hands. It is a divine alarm, a trumpet sounding from the heights of heaven to awaken your spirit before it is too late. Do not mistake the silence you feel around you as emptiness. Silence on earth does not mean silence in heaven. The Lord has heard the whispers. He has seen the gestures. He has measured the hidden intentions of hearts. Every step taken in shadows, every false smile, every word laced with envy has been recorded. And because he loves you, he has chosen this moment to reveal what others cannot see. God never allows his chosen ones to fall without warning. He covers you, but his covering is not meant to leave you blind. His protection includes revelation, so that when darkness plans a strike, you can see the arrow before it reaches you. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Psalm 90, 1-1. You are under that shadow now, not to be hidden in fear, but to be strengthened in truth. Chosen one, take these words with holy seriousness. This is a set time, an appointed hour. The mask that has hidden deception will soon break. Plans formed in secret will be dragged into the light, and you will not be caught unaware, for God has already spoken. Do not tremble, but do not dismiss this. This is the moment where your future is being guarded by the voice of heaven. Now, as you step forward into this divine truth, if this resonates, you may write 777 as an act of agreement in faith, or simply remain here and receive. Do not rush away. Stay with me until the end, because we will close this message with a powerful prayer, one that will speak directly into your spirit today. Stay, chosen one. This moment is holy. Let the weight of his peace rest on you now. Remember this, silence on earth does not mean silence in heaven. While people try to hide in secrecy, heaven is speaking, recording, and unveiling. You are not abandoned. You are not in the dark. You are being guided to see the truth before it fully arrives. Chosen one, embrace the silence with holy awareness. Let it sharpen your spirit. For the stillness before you is not the end, it is the beginning of revelation. The silence is only the surface. Beneath it lies something far more dangerous. The hidden nature of one you thought you could trust. What you see with your eyes has not told the whole story. Behind the smile, behind the gentle words, behind the gestures of familiarity, there is another spirit moving, one not born of love, but of envy, bitterness, and shadow. This nature has not appeared overnight. It has been carried quietly, like a seed buried deep in soil, watered by unspoken resentment, fed by comparisons and jealousy. For years, it remained hidden, but now, as the blessing over your life increases, as heaven elevates you into new places, that seed has sprouted. The mask cannot contain it much longer. Soon you will see what has always been present, betrayal dressed as family. Do not dismiss this as paranoia. Remember Cain and Abel. Cain was not a stranger, he was a brother. Yet when envy took root, it led to blood on the ground. Genesis 4-8. Betrayal from the outside wounds the flesh, but betrayal from within wounds the soul. And this is why heaven refuses to remain silent, because what is coming will not be random, it will be deliberate. It will be planned, calculated, and aimed directly at your destiny. Chosen one, hear me. This is not weakness, this is warfare. When you feel the shift in her tone, when her eyes avoid yours, when her silence grows too heavy, or her concern feels unnatural, recognize it for what it is. It is not love, it is a strategy. The spirit within her cannot rejoice when you rise, and so it plots to pull you down. This is urgent because her steps are no longer innocent. They are deliberate. Every word spoken behind closed doors, every alliance she forms, every false kindness she extends is a piece of a plan being woven against you, and though she believes no one sees, heaven has already unveiled it. God is saying to you now, be alert, for the storm is near. Do not let compassion blind you, and do not let love for family silence your discernment. You are being prepared not to live in fear, but to stand in wisdom. The hidden nature is surfacing, and when it does, it will shake, but you will not fall. Heaven has sounded the alarm. Now it is time to take your place in vigilance, because the hour of unveiling is closer than you think. Chosen one, the nature you face has a root, and that root is envy. Envy is not a harmless feeling. It is a poison that grows silently until it reshapes the heart of the one who carries it. It does not shout at first. It whispers. It does not strike openly. It waits. And it has been waiting, swelling in the shadows of your sister's soul, feeding off every blessing poured into your life. Each time heaven lifted you higher, she felt herself sinking lower. Each time favor came upon you, she felt rejected. Each time you walked in light, she felt swallowed in shadow. Envy twists perception. It blinds the heart to love and transforms a relationship into rivalry. What was meant to be family has become a battlefield, and envy, left unchecked, always produces betrayal. Remember Joseph and his brothers. It was not strangers who cast him into the pit. It was not outsiders who sold him into slavery. It was his own blood, consumed by envy, unable to bear the sight of his coat of favor. Genesis 37:4. In the same way, your sister does not despise you for who you are. She despises you for what God has placed upon you. The favor you carry is the fire that fuels her resentment. This is why you must not underestimate envy. It is not passive. It is active, corrosive, and relentless. Envy erodes love. It corrodes loyalty. It calcifies the heart until deception feels like justice and betrayal feels like victory. And now, chosen one, envy has become the engine of her hidden plan. You must hear the urgency in my words. Envy does not stay silent forever. It manifests, it erupts, it moves from thought to action, from hidden resentment to visible betrayal. And the time of eruption is near. Already you sense the weight in her presence, the shift in her tone, the counterfeit sweetness that does not match the spirit within. This is not imagination. It is discernment. Heaven is revealing the root before it produces its full fruit. Chosen one, take courage. Envy may drive her steps, but it does not control your destiny. What God has authored, envy cannot erase. What God has blessed, no bitterness can block. This warning comes so that you may guard your heart, sharpen your discernment, and stand firm when the mask falls away. The root of envy is being exposed, and though it may seek to wound, heaven has already declared your victory. When heaven begins to unveil what has been hidden, the first thing you notice is the signs. They may seem small, almost insignificant, but do not dismiss them. Shadows never announce themselves with thunder. They creep in quietly, testing if you will ignore their approach. You have already felt some of these signals. The sudden shift in her tone when she speaks to you, the way her eyes avoid yours when truth is near, the silence that lingers too long in moments that should feel natural. These are not random behaviors. They are tremors before the quake, threads unraveling before the garment splits. Watch the way she grows unusually quiet around your victories. Instead of celebration, there is hesitation. Instead of genuine joy, there is forced applause. It is not the sound of love. It is the echo of envy, struggling to disguise itself. And when she suddenly becomes overly kind, overly sweet, almost performing care she never showed before, know this. False softness is not affection. It is camouflage. There is also the heaviness you feel when she enters the room. The air thickens, conversations stumble, and something in your spirit feels restrained. This weight is not your imagination. It is the pressure of a hidden plan pressing against your atmosphere. Heaven allows you to sense it because awareness is your shield. Another sign comes in the form of questions she never asked before. Questions about your decisions, your finances, your relationships. At first, they may sound harmless, even curious. But listen carefully. They are not questions of support, they are questions of calculation, designed to gather what she can use against you later. You may even see her aligning with people she once ignored. Conversations behind closed doors, sudden interest in voices she never valued before. These are not coincidences. They are alliances forming, threads weaving together to create a net meant for you. But nets formed in shadows cannot hold forever. Light will always tear them apart. Chosen one. These signs are not to make you fearful but watchful. Do not explain them away. Do not soften them with excuses. The spirit within you already knows the truth. Betrayal does not arrive unannounced. It always leaves fingerprints along the path. And now, those fingerprints are all around you. Take these warnings seriously. Stay awake. Because once the signs converge, the moment of unveiling will come swiftly, and when it does, you will not be caught by surprise. You will be ready. Chosen one. Betrayal does not appear in a single moment. It is born in the silence of secret meetings, in whispered conversations behind closed doors, in quiet agreements made where no light enters. What your sister is preparing is not an accident. It is not a passing emotion. It is deliberate. It is calculated. It is a plan formed with intention, aimed directly at the path you are walking. Do not think she is working alone. Already, she has begun to align herself with those who should never have been trusted, weaving connections with people who do not carry your heart. She speaks with them softly, exchanging pieces of your story, painting pictures with her words that twist reality. Each whisper is a seed of suspicion planted in the minds of others. She knows what she is doing, and she believes no one sees. But heaven has already recorded it all. Every smile that seems harmless, every gesture of false concern, every sudden alliance is part of her silent preparation. She measures her steps carefully, not rushing, not careless. Like a thief waiting for nightfall, she chooses her moment, rehearsing how she will strike so that you are left unprepared. But you are not unprepared because heaven has chosen to reveal it before it reaches its climax. This is the same spirit that moved in the heart of Judas. When he went to the chief priests, offering to betray the Son of Man for 30 pieces of silver, Matthew 26:14-16, it was not impulsive. It was calculated. It was arranged. It was betrayal born from envy and greed, disguised in friendship. In the same way, what you are facing now carries that same cold intention. She has studied your steps, noted your patterns, and crafted her plan to strike when you least expect it. Chosen one. This is why you must be vigilant. Do not be deceived by the mask of sweetness or the tone of concern. Plans like this are not random storms. They are carefully built structures designed to collapse upon you. Yet what is built in shadows cannot stand in the light. Heaven has already sent this word to unmask her timing, to shatter her secrecy, to break her advantage. Know this, she thinks she moves unseen, but the eyes of heaven have followed every step. Her calculation is precise, but God's revelation is greater. What she has been planning in silence will soon echo loudly, and in that moment, you will stand ready, not broken, but prepared. Chosen one, understand this. What is hidden from the eyes of men is never hidden from the eyes of God. Heaven has seen every whisper, every shadow, every alliance made against you. And because you are chosen, heaven will not remain silent. This word finds you now, because the plan is nearing its unveiling, and God's mercy refuses to let you walk into it unaware. The silence you feel has been broken. The stillness in your spirit is not confusion, it is confirmation. It is the hand of heaven pressing on you, saying, "Look deeper." Do not ignore this. You have felt the heaviness in her presence, the strange shifts in her words, the unease that rises within you, even when nothing is spoken. These are not accidents, they are alerts. Heaven is speaking through your spirit, training your discernment, so that when the mask falls, you will already know the truth. I was sent to remind you that God never allows his chosen to be destroyed without first sending a warning. Look at how many times you have felt unsettled. Look at how often you have tried to explain away what your spirit already knew. That was not paranoia. That was protection. When Michael, the great prince, stands guard, no plot can proceed unchecked. And Michael has already stood watch over you, ensuring that every step of betrayal is revealed before it strikes. Your sister may believe her calculations are flawless. She may think her alliances are secure. She may even convince herself that no one suspects her intentions. But what she does not know is this: God always moves faster than the enemy. Plans formed in darkness collapse when light shines. Masks held too long eventually crack. Words spoken in secrecy echo loudly in the courts of heaven. And once heaven has heard, heaven responds. Chosen one, this is not to fill you with fear, but with readiness. Heaven's silence has ended. The trumpet has sounded. The veil is lifting. What was concealed is about to be exposed, not because you demanded it, but because heaven decreed it. The God who called you has already set boundaries that the enemy cannot cross. So take courage. The betrayal that has been whispered in the dark will not catch you off guard. Heaven has intervened. Michael has sounded the alarm, and you are standing in the light of revelation. The silence has ended. The warning has come. And now, when the exposure comes swiftly, you will be strong enough to stand because heaven has spoken first. The time is drawing near when what has been whispered in the dark will no longer remain hidden. The mask that has covered her intentions will not stay intact forever. The weight of deceit is too heavy for any person to carry long. And soon, very soon, it will fall. When it falls, it will not slip quietly, it will shatter, and when it shatters, the truth will rise with undeniable clarity. She has believed her disguise would protect her, that her words could blur the edges of reality, that her false kindness would convince others of her loyalty. But deception has limits. Pretending is exhausting, and a mask can only hold when it is supported by lies. Lies weaken under pressure, and truth applies pressure that cannot be resisted. What she thought was secure is already cracking. The moment of exposure will come unexpectedly to her, but not to you. Because heaven has spoken, because the Spirit has prepared you, you will not be surprised when it happens. You will recognize the pattern. You will recall the warnings. You will see the threads come together. It will all make sense in a single moment, like puzzle pieces snapping into place. And when it happens, you will not need to shout. You will not need to argue. You will not need to prove anything to anyone, for truth carries its own voice. Truth does not need defense. Truth does not need noise. Truth only needs light. And when light shines, shadows retreat on their own. This revelation will not only expose her actions, it will also expose the alliances formed in secret. Words spoken against you will be revealed, conversations replayed, intentions made plain. Those who doubted you will see what heaven saw all along. The masks will drop, and their own weight will echo loudly, shaking every false foundation. Chosen one, understand this. The moment of exposure is not sent to break you. It is sent to protect you. It will hurt. Yes, the sting of betrayal always does, but it will also set you free. You will no longer walk in confusion, doubting your own discernment. You will see with clarity, and clarity is a gift that cannot be stolen. When that moment comes, stand firm. Do not rush into anger. Do not sink into despair. Simply remain in the light, for the truth will speak louder than any defense you could offer. And when truth has spoken, no lie can stand against it. Do not be deceived into thinking this is merely about family conflict or human misunderstanding. What you are facing is not just the weakness of a heart, but the work of a spirit. The betrayal rising against you is not born from flesh and blood alone. It is fueled by forces that hate the light you carry. This is not only a clash of personalities, it is war. The exposure of truth will shake her mask away, but behind the mask lies something deeper, a spirit that envies, accuses, and seeks to wound. Do not be surprised when the words spoken against you cut sharply. Do not be shocked when the actions taken feel heavier than expected. These are not ordinary arrows. They are arrows poisoned with shadow, designed to pierce not just your reputation but your spirit. Yet heaven declares, you are not defenseless. The same Michael who contended for the people of God now contends for you. He has already stood on your behalf, ensuring that the strike meant to destroy you will not succeed. This battle is fierce, but it is not one you fight alone. Every time you pray, every time you stand in faith instead of fear, you are not standing in silence. You are summoning heavenly armies. Chosen one, feel the weight of this truth. The enemy does not waste energy on those who pose no threat. The warfare around you is confirmation of the calling within you. Darkness opposes you because heaven has elevated you. Envy rises because favor marks you. The storm gathers because your destiny is too radiant to be ignored. Do not mistake resistance for defeat. Resistance is evidence. Evidence that you are advancing. Evidence that you are stepping into the ground the enemy wants to claim. This is why betrayal comes now, because the blessing upon you is increasing, and the adversary wants to block it before it fully manifests. But hear this. Every arrow launched against you is already broken in midair. Every scheme designed to silence you is already overturned. You are covered by a shield, not made of human strength, but divine authority. The spirit within you is greater than the spirit working against you. So do not fear the battle. Do not shrink back when the storm roars. Stand tall. Lift your head. Remember, chosen one, this is not the end. It is the proving ground of your faith, the battleground where heaven shows that its chosen cannot be crushed. And when the dust settles, it will be clear to all. The light in you was stronger than the darkness around you. Chosen one, every battle has a turning point, and what the enemy intends for harm, heaven always uses for good. The betrayal being prepared against you is not the end of your story. It is the setup for divine reversal. What looks like a trap designed to crush you will become the very platform where heaven proves your victory. Your sister has crafted her steps with precision. She has whispered in secret, aligned with others, and believed that her plan would unfold without resistance. But here is what she cannot see. Her calculation is running out of breath, because envy cannot carry a plan to the finish line. Every scheme fueled by jealousy collapses under its own weight. What was meant to bury you will expose her. What was meant to silence you will amplify you. What was meant to wound you will strengthen you. Heaven has decreed that no weapon formed against you will prosper, and no plan rooted in darkness can overturn what God has already signed over your life. The very moment she believes her move is perfect, heaven will reverse it. Conversations meant to discredit you will turn into testimonies of your integrity. Alliances built to trap you will dissolve when truth enters the room. Words spoken against you will crumble like ash in the wind, while your name will stand brighter than before. This reversal will not be loud for drama's sake. It will be precise, intentional, and undeniable. The exposure will be so clear that no one can question it. The same people who entertained her lies will witness the collapse of her mask. And in that collapse, your rise will be undeniable. Heaven is not merely protecting you from destruction. Heaven is positioning you for elevation. Understand this. Divine reversal is not only about vindicating your name, but about strengthening your destiny. You will carry wisdom after this that cannot be stolen. You will walk in authority that cannot be challenged. You will stand in clarity that cannot be clouded again. Every door that was delayed will swing open because resistance has been removed. The very ground where betrayal tried to wound you will become the ground where honor is restored. This is why you must not fear the exposure. This is why you must not dread the shaking. The betrayal is not a detour, it is the very path God is using to reveal who you truly are. And when the reversal comes, it will not just protect you, it will propel you. Chosen one, prepare your heart. Do not waste energy on bitterness or revenge. Let heaven handle the reversal. Your task is to remain steady, to walk in the light, to hold your peace while God fights for you. And soon, very soon, you will testify. What was meant for my destruction became the proof of my calling, the stage of my vindication, and the doorway into my destiny. Chosen one, betrayal is never wasted when heaven is your covering. Pain does not come to you without purpose. What was designed to break you will instead teach you, shape you, and lift you into greater strength than you have ever known. The wound may sting, but the wisdom it births will carry you for a lifetime. Every whisper, every false gesture, every moment you sensed something was wrong but could not name it. These were not simply attacks. They were lessons, sharpening your spirit, training your discernment. You now know what it feels like when shadows walk into the room. You now recognize the weight of false kindness. You now understand how envy cloaks itself in family ties. And because you have seen it, you will never be deceived in the same way again. Growth always costs something. For Joseph, it was betrayal by his brothers. For David, it was the jealousy of Saul. For you, it is the unveiling of your sister's hidden nature. These experiences are not signs of abandonment. They are signs of preparation. Heaven allows the storm to rage, so that when the skies clear, you walk stronger, wiser, and steadier than before. The lesson is this: discernment must always walk beside love. Compassion does not mean blindness. Forgiveness does not mean naivety. You are called to love, but you are also called to guard what heaven has entrusted to you. The betrayal you face teaches you how to draw boundaries without bitterness, how to stand in peace while also standing in truth. Chosen one, realize how far you have already come. You did not collapse under the weight of suspicion. You did not surrender to confusion. Instead, you endured, and in enduring, you discovered the strength inside you that you did not know you carried. That strength is not loud. It is steady. It is unbreakable. And now, it is a part of who you are. The growth you carry will guide you into your next season. You will speak with greater authority, because your words will come not only from knowledge, but from lived experience. You will comfort others with empathy because you know the sting of betrayal and the power of healing. You will walk with wisdom that shines brighter than flattery, discernment sharper than deception. Do not despise this season, chosen one. Yes, it hurt, but it also transformed you. You are no longer the same. You are stronger, clearer, wiser. And this wisdom is not a burden, it is a gift. The betrayal taught you what books could not, what lessons could never explain. And now, as you step forward, you step not only as one who survived, but as one who has grown. Chosen one, the message does not end with a warning, but with release. What heaven begins with exposure, it finishes with restoration. And now, as the veil is lifted and truth has been declared, let us step into prayer, a prayer not of fear, but of authority, of protection, of alignment with heaven's design over your life. Close your heart to anxiety and open it to the voice of the Spirit. For the same God who revealed the storm is the God who carries you through it. Let us pray. Father in heaven, I lift up this chosen one before your throne. I thank you for the warning you have given, for you never allow your children to be taken by surprise. I thank you for the shield that covers them, the light that surrounds them, and the truth that guides them. Lord, I declare that every hidden plan, every whispered scheme, every shadow that moves against them shall collapse under the weight of your glory. No betrayal, no deception, no alliance formed in secrecy shall stand before your throne. 1. Chosen one, as I pray, feel the authority of heaven resting on you. The accusations that once pressed against your name are falling away. The heavy silence that unsettled you is lifting. The false concern, the counterfeit gestures, the alliances formed in shadows, they are being scattered. Truth is walking toward you, and truth does not need permission to be believed. Lord, strengthen the heart of your chosen one. Let their spirit rise above the sting of betrayal. Turn their pain into wisdom, their wound into testimony, their sorrow into strength. Surround them with loyal voices, faithful allies, and divine connections. Where envy once sought to suffocate them, let blessing overflow without measure. Where bitterness tried to speak, let joy sing louder. Where betrayal cut deep, let healing pour like oil. Chosen one, you are not leaving this message the way you entered it. You are leaving with clarity. You are leaving with strength. You are leaving with discernment, sharpened like a blade in the hand of heaven. What once confused you now makes sense. What once frightened you now confirms your calling. Father, I pray that Archangel Michael, the guardian of your people, would stand as a warrior beside this chosen one. Let every fiery arrow launched against them be extinguished. Let every shadow be pierced with light. Let the atmosphere around them shift into peace, so their nights rest in safety and their mornings awaken with purpose. Guard their path, O Lord, and let their steps be steady, for the road ahead is ordained by you. Chosen one, receive this now. You are not defined by betrayal, you are defined by destiny. You are not marked by wounds, you are marked by calling. You are not trapped in fear, you are released in victory. Heaven has decreed it, the Spirit has confirmed it, and your heart now bears witness to it. Lord, we seal this prayer with faith. Let this chosen one walk in confidence, knowing that their story will end not in defeat but in triumph. Let peace crown them, wisdom guide them, and favor surround them like a garment. And may every step forward echo with the sound of victory. In Jesus' mighty name, Amen. Chosen one, hold this prayer close. Stay steady, stay awake, stay faithful. For what was meant to destroy you has become the stage of your rising, and your rise is unstoppable.